So, a brand that goes by the name of OnePlus made a name for itself years ago by making affordable flagship killers which made flagships look unnecessarily expensive. But then the same company also started making flagships themselves. What happens when you compare a flagship and a flagship killer designed in the same office by the same people? Well, let's find out as we compare the flagship OnePlus 8 Pro to the flagship killer OnePlus 8T. I'm Rohan from TechDirect Tech and here we go. If you hold both the phones in each hand, you can easily tell that the OnePlus 8 Pro is the more expensive of the two simply by the in-hand feel. With its frosted glass back, curved display on the front, giant camera bump and the cold aluminum frame, the OnePlus 8 Pro feels like the quintessential modern flagship. The OnePlus 8T puts up a good fight with its aluminum sides, glossy glass back and a minimal design, but we live in an era where giant camera bumps and curved displays are the norms for expensive Android flagships and the OnePlus 8T lacks both. Now I personally don't mind it at all, but if you're someone who wants their phone to look expensive, the OnePlus 8 Pro will better fit that bill. Talking of smartphone design, I have mixed feelings about the OnePlus 8T. While I genuinely love the practicality of the flat display and the small camera module, I cannot help but notice the similarity of this top left camera module design to many other Samsung phones. I like the unique design language on the other OnePlus phones better with the camera module in the center. Also, if one-handed usage is your thing, the OnePlus 8T is both smaller and lighter, which makes it more ideal for people having a preference for compact phones. Now in general, both of these phones are large, but the OnePlus 8 Pro is the larger of the two. Let's talk a bit about the displays now since we have a lot of differences here. The OnePlus 8 Pro has a display which has quite a harsh curve on both the sides. As a long-term user, the accidental touches are a real problem, especially when using the phone without a case. This and the glare on the edges basically ruins whatever premium design aesthetic effect is given by the curved glass. The OnePlus 8T is simpler. The display is flat, simple, functional and it works. Granted, it doesn't look very flagship-like, but in terms of pure functional usage, I have absolutely no complaints. Flat displays on top-tier Android phones are slowly fading away and I am really happy that OnePlus decided to include a flat display in the OnePlus 8T. But what about the actual display quality, you might wonder? Well, this one is a bit complicated too. See, while both the phones have 120Hz refresh rates, the OnePlus 8 Pro has the higher resolution, which is not really a huge deal but somewhat noticeable if you read a lot on your phone like me. Also, the overall vibrance and colors are better on the 8 Pro's display, but not by a lot. It's like the OnePlus 8T's display is really good, but the OnePlus 8 Pro's display is slightly better. It would have been a happy conclusion to the display section here if the OnePlus 8 Pro had not shot itself in the foot. We have made a whole video about this, but long story short, the OnePlus 8 Pro has a number of widespread display issues which are visible in day-to-day use. Not enough to ruin the whole experience, but enough to remind you that they are there. In comparison, the OnePlus 8T has a scot-free display, something that we have made another video about. So while the OnePlus 8 Pro does have a better quality display, the OnePlus 8T wins this round because while its display is slightly less amazing, there are no defects in it. Now that we have dealt with the complicated display section, let's talk about something much simpler, the software experience and the performance. There's honestly nothing to compare here. Both phones have nearly the exact same spec sheet with the same top-of-the-line Snapdragon 865 CPU and Adreno 650 GPU. Notice how I said nearly the exact same spec sheet? I had to say it because the OnePlus 8T has UFS 3.1 storage compared to UFS 3.0 on the 8 Pro, but I honestly cannot care any lesser about that. The OnePlus 8 Pro recently got updated to OxygenOS 11, which is the exact same software platform that the OnePlus 8T came out of the box with. One would assume that the higher resolution display on the OnePlus 8 Pro would slow things down in comparison, but that is not really the case. Anything you throw at both these phones, they run it without making a fuss. Be it everyday things like social media or intense things like video editing apps or games, both these phones perform brilliantly. If you are deciding which of these phones to buy, please do not try to decide on the basis of performance or software experience, since in that department, both these phones are an exact replica of each other. Let's talk about the cameras now. Both devices sport a quad camera setup on the rear. Here's a quick look at the specs. In short, the 8 Pro has better and larger sensors on the rear along with a dedicated telephoto lens, while the 8T has a dedicated macro camera and lacks a telephoto lens. As always, let's talk about the photos first and then move on to the videos. The primary camera performance is really good on both devices. Pictures shot on the 8T and the 8 Pro have rich details, good color reproduction and high dynamic range. The OnePlus 8 Pro produces warmer pictures while the stills shot on the OnePlus 8T are a bit more contrasty. The 16 megapixel ultra-wide camera on the OnePlus 8T has a wider point of view as compared to the 48 megapixel shooter on the 8 Pro. Thanks to the larger sensor size, pictures taken on the 8 Pro are sharper and have more details. The 8T does not have a telephoto lens and uses a hybrid radial zoom solution to create 2x zoomed in stills. On the other hand, the OnePlus 8 Pro has a dedicated 8 megapixel telephoto camera which produces sharper and better pictures. Subject separation in portrait mode is very similar on both devices, although the portraits shot on the 8 Pro are sharper and have more details. The 8T has a dedicated 5 megapixel macro camera and the 8 Pro has a macro mode that works across all the three lenses. As you can see, the OnePlus 8 Pro is the clear winner here. Now both devices sport a 16 megapixel punch-hole selfie camera. Selfies and portraits shot with both devices are almost identical in different lighting conditions. The low light performance is fine on both smartphones. Stills produced by both devices are sharp with good noise levels. However, the 8 Pro produces brighter stills on both the primary and ultra-wide cameras in the nightscape mode. Both devices have a dedicated photo filter camera which takes really good pictures outdoors. Moving on to the videos, both devices can shoot up to 4K at 60 fps from the rear cameras and can only do Full HD at 30 fps from the front cameras. But there is a catch here. The OnePlus 8 Pro can shoot in 4K in different frame rates on all the three major lenses, while the 8T can only do it on two lenses in limited frame rates. Videos shot on both devices look good outdoors with great colors, fast autofocus and subject tracking. The 8 Pro takes it up a notch with a dedicated HDR video mode and faster autofocus performance. Now to conclude the camera department, both devices have really good camera hardware that captures excellent pictures and videos. So which one should you actually buy? The OnePlus 8T is good enough for both casual users who want a plain point and shoot camera and yet has enough tools to play around with for the occasional camera enthusiast. But if you're really serious about smartphone photography and getting the best camera is really important to you, the 8 Pro has significant additional features like HDR video mode and larger sensors which provide noticeably better results. Therefore, if you're in the market for a good smartphone camera, the OnePlus 8T is a good choice. But if you're looking for the best photography experience on a OnePlus smartphone, you should spend the extra money and pick the 8 Pro. Moving on to the battery life, the endurance on both these phones is actually pretty good and pretty similar. Both can easily last a day with heavy usage and both can be stretched to a day and a half with some power saving techniques. We are roughly talking 5 to 6 hours of screen on time on a single charge on both these phones. But where the 8T stands out is the charging. Remember how OnePlus used to promote the 8 Pro with the slogan "a day's power in half an hour"? Well, the 8T can manage all that in just 15 minutes. As if Warp Charge 30T on the OnePlus 8 Pro wasn't already fast enough, OnePlus introduced Warp Charge 65 with the 8T, which means it charges even faster. They even included the fast charging adapter in the box, which is amazing considering how a particular company recently stopped putting any adapter in the box altogether. Talking about the biometrics, both phones have an optical fingerprint sensor which works well. Fast, reliable, accurate, secure. Nothing to complain about here. Talking about the call quality, the experience is again largely the same when it comes to the earpiece quality, speakerphone quality, and the microphone. The OnePlus 8 Pro that I am using sometimes has problems switching back and forth from VoLTE and voice over Wi-Fi, but I think that's mostly an isolated incident. To conclude, should you buy the OnePlus 8 Pro or the OnePlus 8T? With the OnePlus 8 Pro, you get a significantly better camera experience and a more stylish and sophisticated design language. If either of these things matter to you and you are willing to pay the extra bucks for them, get the OnePlus 8 Pro. However, if they are not as important to you, I would highly recommend just saving your money and getting the OnePlus 8T, whose only real downside in comparison is the camera. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please help us back by liking this video, sharing it, and subscribing to our channel. Do write to us in the comment section below. This has been Rohan from Techie Tech, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.